Happy New Year 2025 to everyone. What I wish for you this year is to live a life full of choices, where you feel like you are in the driver's seat. A few weeks ago, I told you about my 2024 year in review. Now it's time to talk about planning 2025. The start of the new year is a powerful opportunity, a blank canvas waiting to be painted with purpose, growth, and aspirations. In this video, I'm sharing my step-by-step process for planning 2025. If you like getting organized and powerfully delivering on your plan, you're going to like this video. Let's get focused. Hey, my name is Greg from Renew. I'm a master coach helping people, teams, and organizations to know, design, and become themselves. Renew and I are here to help you live a life where you have control. Every year, I start my planning process by revisiting the foundations of my life and then building upon it. The foundation, or you can see that as the roots of my life's tree, is about reviewing the following. My life purpose, which I created in 2017 and that I keep tweaking as I go along. My personal core values, which are my true norths, the foundation for how I take decisions and stay true to myself. My life aspirations, there are 7 of them. They represent the person I would like to become with the key growth, happiness, and peace elements that I want to have in my life. Once the roots are clearly established, I grow my 2025 tree with the following steps. Choosing my keywords and color of the year. This is the trunk of my tree, the central guidance for where I'm heading. Translating my life aspirations into 2005 aspirations. Here the branches extend towards what will bring me growth, happiness, peace. Then I define the how and what for each aspiration. Those are the leaves, capturing the sun, understanding how I grow my branches while being clear on expected results. The what, the fruits. Those are my holistic planning steps for 2025. Every year, before I start diving into setting goals or crafting aspirations, I pause to reflect on the big picture, my life purpose. It's a foundation for everything I do, and it guides how I make decisions and prioritize what really matters. Last year's version was helping and inspiring people to live with personal agency so they can reach a higher level of consciousness. Life is dynamic, and sometimes our purpose needs adjustment. So I ask myself, does this purpose still feel aligned with who I am? Does it reflect the person I am becoming? My reflection on this was that I felt I am imposing my view of what is good in life to others in my past life purpose. So I revised it to this. I help and inspire people to know, design, become themselves so they can live a life of choice. This way I focus on what I believe is the process for living a good human life, knowing, designing, and becoming the person we want to be. And the goal becomes the end result of knowing, designing, becoming, which is to see our choices, make them happen, be in control of our life. And that life purpose feels better. It's more aligned with me. If you have not got your life purpose yet, then check out this video right here that will walk you through the process. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Also subscribe and put the notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. Check out the other videos from famous YouTube channels in the video description. It's always good to look at the topics through multiple lenses. After revisiting my life purpose, the next step in planning 2025 is to reflect on my core values. These are the principles that guide my decisions, priorities, and actions. Every year I revisit them to ensure they are still aligned with who I am and where I'm headed. My core values that have been stable for the past couple of years are the following. Care, displaying kindness and concern for oneself, for others, humanity as a whole, for living beings. Evolve and learn. Develop gradually from a mental and physical perspective, accept what is given, my body, my environment, and make the best out of it to grow. Resilience, overcome challenges and setbacks, bounce back from adversity and recover, adapt to change, remain flexible. Trust, as a foundation for any interaction with anyone. I extend trust first, even if there is a risk. Agency, I want to have a feeling of control over my actions and their consequences. This is from a belief that there are choices to make to bring happiness and peace in our lives. I continue to be happy with those, so no change in 2025. I feel that they represent a person that is my present and also future, and also the way I would like people to perceive me. You can also rank them if you feel that there is more importance to attach for 2025 in one and others. For me, they're all at the same level. Writing your values down is a simple but powerful step. It solidifies them as your guiding principles for the year. So take some time to reflect on your own values. Are they still aligned with your life purpose? And if not, what needs to shift? When your values are clear, your decisions become easier and your year becomes more focused. If you do not have your core values yet, then refer to the video I mentioned earlier about your life purpose. It also covers core values. The next step in planning 2025 is to revisit my life aspirations. These are the high-level goals that define who I want to be and the life I want to create. My life aspirations are rooted in the SPIRE framework: spiritual, physical, intellectual, relational, and emotional well-being. They help me align with the person I want to become. For example, one of them is be active in meaningful activities aligned with my life purpose. That covers the S, the I, the R, and the E: strengths, relational, intellectual, and emotional. Another one is spend meaningful time with my family and friends to live strong relationships. That covers the S, the R, and the E. As I look at all my aspirations, I ask myself, do they still inspire me? Are they helping me move towards the life I want to live? I clarified a few of my life aspirations this year just to make them sharper, more specific. Next, I check the outcomes of each aspiration. Those are the tangible results that derive from the simple sentences of my life aspirations. I mostly get the same. One that I changed was adding a point about emotional balance I had not captured in the past, and that's linked to my life aspiration to live a full human life. Not all aspirations need to stay the same year after year. Some might need adjustment, while others may no longer serve you. Revisiting your life aspirations and outcomes is about more than just setting goals. It's about understanding how your efforts align with your bigger purpose. Take some time to ask yourself, what aspirations still inspire me? What outcomes do I want to see in 2025? And if you have not yet written your life aspirations, then check this out for a detailed guide. The next step is to bring focus and clarity to my year. I do this by choosing two keywords, a color, and sometimes a metaphor to define the energy and direction I want for the year. When I plan for 2025, I ask myself those questions. What do I want this year to feel like? What do I need to focus on most? This year, I've picked those two words, exploration and blossoming. You can pick more than two, but I would not go much more than three. Exploration for me is linked to the location where my partner and I want to live. We want to expand our wings and might start to split our time outside of Bangkok. Blossoming is with regards to my current focus on my coaching activity. Last year was a major step forward, and it feels like I'm entering a blossoming phase. Take a moment to think about your own focus words. What 2 or 3 words best capture your priorities and focus for 2025? Next, I like to choose a color that represents the energy I want to bring into the year. I wanted a color that represented growth, exploration, blossoming, and yet also represented the aspect of being rooted in my values and life purpose. For me, that is the color teal, which is also the main color of my brand, Renew, and you can see it on my t-shirt. What about you? Maybe red represents boldness, or gold symbolizes abundance. Choose a color that resonates with how you want to feel this year. Sometimes a metaphor can add depth to your vision for the year. This is the first year that I do that. That was a suggestion from my partner. Thinking about being rooted while exploring, the blossoming word, the image of an ant came to my mind. You can see one on the screen. They come from the Lord of the Rings books by Tolkien. I see myself as a sort of young adult ant with a mix of energy and agility for exploration while already having solid roots. If your year were a metaphor, what would it be? Maybe it's a bridge symbolizing transition or a lighthouse representing guidance. Let it capture the essence of your journey. With my life aspirations clarified, the next step is to translate them into actionable 2025 aspirations. These are the high-level objectives, simple, clear, and aligned with the life I want to create. They take the big picture and break it into something manageable for 2025. For example, out of one of my life aspirations, which is to be active in meaningful activities aligned with my life purpose, I derive the following 2025 aspirations. First one, continue increasing the scope of my coaching business. The second one is to write my first book. The third one is to become a mentor, coach in education. I won't bore you with the entire list of all my inspirations. I came up with 24 aspirations for 2025 based on my 7 life aspirations. It doesn't have to be that much. You can have a lot less than that. Once I've written my aspirations, I check if they align with my purpose, values, and priorities for the year. I ask myself, does this aspiration excite and inspire me? Is it realistic and achievable within the year? Does it reflect the person I want to become? Finally, all of this is captured into my Excel spreadsheet that I keep track of and review monthly. Use the medium that works for you. A journal, a note app, whatever makes you feel good to use, so you keep coming back to it throughout 2025. Take some time to reflect. What high-level aspirations will guide your 2025? When you're clear on your intentions, the path becomes so much easier. Once I've outlined my aspirations for the year, the next step is to break them down. I ask 2 key questions for each aspiration. How will I achieve it? And what will success look like? These steps transform broad goals into clear, actionable plans. For each aspiration, I identify specific actions that will help me achieve it. For example, for the how of my aspiration of no major health surprises, I have the following. Diet. What to settle on needs to be decided, but it's important. Regular VO2 exercise, which is CrossFit, swim, walk, about stamina. Regular strength training for building muscle, keeping muscle. Sleeping like a baby. Think about your own goals. What actions will move you closer to achieving them? The clearer the steps, the easier it is to stay consistent. Next, I define what success looks like. Those are the tangible outcomes that show progress, the milestones. For the same aspiration, success could look like this. A good results for my nutrients measurement, no acid reflux, a good digestion. A good activity level with my URA ring, that means over 85. My muscle mass kept or increased, which I measure with specific scans. My sleep score over 85 again on my URA. And rapid recovery from any usual ailments that I can have, like acid reflux, etc. These outcomes act as milestones, helping me track progress and celebrate the wins that I have along the way. For you, ask yourself, what will achieving this aspiration look and feel like? The how and the whats are connected, as you could see with my example. They flow from the overall 2025 aspirations description. If you want, you can also prioritize your aspiration, how and what. For more about the best way to do that, you can check this video out. Those steps might seem a lot, and it can be the first time you do it. But once it is there, you have a fantastic basis for the future. This isn't just about planning, it's about intention. By grounding your goals in purpose and clarity, you set yourself for a year of growth, fulfillment, and renewal. And remember, progress doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. I will leave you with a great quote from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, the writer of The Little Prince. A goal without a plan is just a wish. If you have been submerged with the feeling that you need to have New Year resolutions, that you can get some respite watching this video where I throw all those New Year resolutions away.